Welcome into the IA Sports Studio. Yes, this is your Class 2A dual team rankings. We're doing things a little different right now. Dual team rankings are free for us. We decided we're going to do a little bit of a reveal show, reveal them on YouTube. They're also going to be on Rockfin for you to find, but this will be a little bit more of an engaging way for you guys to sit back as I reveal the dual team rankings. Instead of you guys having to scroll, thought it'd be a little more fun. It'll be like football. For those of you who watch our IA Football Power Rankings every Monday, it'll be just like that. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Cade Nissen. I'm the content marketer here at IA Sports, helping shoot a lot of video, helping post graphics. And today, obviously, I'm going to be revealing rankings for you guys. Again, these are not, I don't make these rankings. These are our rankers' rankings. I have them right in front of me. I'll be reading right off what he has, so you guys don't have to come after me. You can go after him. But nevertheless, if you like this type of content, drop a like so that we know. We love seeing engagement from you guys, and the more likes, the more we'll know to do this type of stuff, and we can expand it to just about anything. So excited to bring you guys new content, stuff people aren't doing. Go ahead and drop a comment before I start of where you're from, where you're watching, who your favorite team is, just so that we can get an idea who's all tuning in out there, because we love catering content to the people who likes to watch our stuff. So go ahead and drop a comment where you're from, and I'll be sure to check it out. We love reading you guys' comments. Whether you agree, disagree on stuff, leave all the comments. We love reading them. We love checking after you guys, and we love when you guys watch our stuff. But without further ado, let's get into the dual team rankings, starting with your Class 2A teams that are on the honorable mentions for this week. This is just alphabetically teams that are just outside of our top 24: Albia, Esterville, Greene County, Knoxville, North Fayette Valley, and Woodward Granger. They are just on the outside of our top 24. Our ranker has those teams as teams to watch moving forward. Let's get into the top 24, though, starting with Williamsburg. They were an honorable mention team last week. This week they snuck into the rankings. Williamsburg, they lost 53-21 to Benton. They won 49-28 over Pleasantville, and they won 36-31 over Albia. Union, also an honorable mention team last week. They now jumped to 23rd after a solid showing at the Battle of Waterloo. A 41-39 win over Wapsie Valley. 41-34 over Denver. They lost 41-35 to City High. They beat Lisbon 45-30. Lost to Pleasantville 39-36, and beat Assumption 53-30, and then lost to Independence 38-35. So a lot of close duels with a lot of really good teams for Union as they find themselves jumping into our ranks after, again, a solid showing at the Battle of Waterloo. At 22nd this week, Webster City, they won 41-37 over Clear Lake, and they got 6th place at the Don Miller Invite. And closing out this little group of teams, Winterset, they lost to Ballard 34-32, beat Earlham 43-27, and got 7th place at the Jim Kenyon Invite. Moving on to our next little pocket of teams. At 20th, South Tama County, they lost 53-18 to Clear Creek Amana. They won over Vinton 49-27 and got 2nd place at the Bill Van Horn Invite. At 19th, the Carroll Tigers, they lost 50-22 over North Polk, but bounced back and won their own invitational. They got 1st place at the Carroll Invite to find themselves at 19th. At 18th, New Hampton Turkey Valley, another good showing at the Battle of Waterloo, finds them jumping up 4 spots this week. They lost to Nashua Plainfield. They lost to Ankeny. They lost to Independence. They have wins over Norwalk. They've got wins over Wapsie Valley, and they lost to Cedar Rapids Prairie in that Battle of Waterloo. Again, a lot of close duels. A 41-40 loss to Prairie, 40-31 loss to Ankeny, and a 39-34 loss to Nashua Plainfield. So pretty much all their losses coming really close, and just another good showing at the Battle of Waterloo, where there's a lot of really, really good teams. Speaking of a good showing, Decorah going from unranked to number 17 this week in the 4th set of our dual team rankings. They had a good week, 42-24 over Walk-On, and 4th place at the Don Miller Invite. Heading into our next little group of teams, we got a little bigger group here. North Polk, a big jumper this week. They jump up 5 spots from the 21st spot to now number 16. They had a really good week, 55-22 over Woodward Granger, 50-22 over Carroll, 45-22 over Hawkeyes. They lost to Johnson 39-24, bounced back with a win over Urbandale 50-24, and they lost to Hawkeyes Northwest 58-18. So 2 losses to top 12 teams in 3A. Other than that, clean sweep, a lot of wins for North Polk, and some big ones, including ones over Hawkeyes and Carroll that I can see right now. Moving on to number 15, Burlington Notre Dame, 66-15 over Meepo, and 6th place at the Fort Madison Invite. At number 14, Benton Community, they see themselves rise 3 spots after a 53-21 win over Williamsburg and a 5th place Fort Madison invite spot. At number 13, Anamosa, they also jump up 3 spots, 44-27 win over Southwind, 51-26 over East Bluck, and 3rd place at the Jim Kenyon invite. At number 12, Hampton Dumont, they lost 39-27 to Humboldt, and got 2nd place at the Jim Kenyon invite. They see themselves drop 4 spots, but they will hang on right here at number 12. And another team rising a lot this week, Humboldt from 15-11, 39-27 over Hampton Dumont, and 5th place at the Don Miller invite. Without further ado, though, let's get right into your guys' top 10 for Class 2A this week. Starting at number 10, Independence. They jump up 1 spot. They found themselves at the Battle of Waterloo, obviously. Tons of good duels there. Let's see. They had wins over Wapsie Valley, wins over Union, a win over Norwalk, a win over New Hampton, Turkey Valley, and they suffered losses to Osage and West Delaware. No slight there. They also had a win over Solon during the week. At number 9, Columbus and Winfield Mount Union. They got 4th place at the Fort Madison invite to find themselves at number 9 right now. Ballard, they find themselves at number 8 with a 34-32 win over Winterset, another win over Earlham, 46-27, a win over Urbandale, 50-24. They had losses to Waukee Northwest, and Johnson as well. At number 7, West Delaware, they jump up 2 spots after their appearance at the Battle of Waterloo. They had losses to Mount Vernon and Don Bosco. They had wins over Lake Mills, Nashua Plainfield, and Ankeny, looks like, for West Delaware. And Independence, I see. There's just so much going on at the Battle of Waterloo. It's hard to keep up. Nevertheless, moving on to the team right outside the top 5 this week, Sergeant Bluff Luton. They got 1st place at the Jim Kenyon invite to find themselves right here. But without further ado, let's get right into your top 5, where we have little movement. Actually, no movement inside of the top 5 for Class 2A this week. Algona, they had a good week, 50-24 over Clarion Goldfield, in 3rd place at the Don Miller invite. Glenwood, they obviously suffered that tough loss to Creston, who's ranked right ahead of them, so no shame in that. That was a really good duel. I was there. That was a ton of fun. Those highlights are on our YouTube, actually, so if you haven't seen those, go check it out. Ton of good matchups there and a lot of energy. That one was really fun. Nevertheless, they lost 39-33 to Creston and got 2nd place at their home Glenwood invite. Creston, speaking of them, at number 3, beat Glenwood like I just talked about. They also beat Trainer and got 1st place at the Sabre invite. And number 2, Mount Vernon. They hold the spot right behind Osage. They had a win over West Delaware and a win over Marshalltown. Speaking of Osage, they had a good week. They found themselves in the winners bracket. Couldn't get a win in the winners bracket, losing to Linmar, Bettendorf, and Indianola, all 3 really, really high-quality teams in Class 3A. But they did have wins over Don Bosco, Independence, and Denver on day 1. So Osage, they hold down the number 1 spot in Class 2A. Again, that was all I got for your Class 2A dual team rankings. If you like this type of content, drop a like on this video. Subscribe to iSports on YouTube. Don't miss a single thing. We'll look to be doing more video content type of stuff like this. So hope you enjoyed. And again, I will catch you guys next Monday.